Science. The only point of the scientific method is to make sure you are not fooled into thinking that something is true that is not, or thinking that something is not true that is. That is the only point of the, and therefore the scientific method could be anything you invent. Just take better notes, take a chart recorder, be more awake next time you take the data, bring a friend to observe it with you. Whatever it takes to minimize the chances that you will misinterpret what you're looking at so that you don't think something is true that is not, or think something is not true that is. Do whatever it takes to support that mission statement. That's what the scientific method is, and that's what we do as scientists. And that's why when you bring all of these things that people do, so it's the astrology and the crystal healers and who are the quote therapeutic touch people. And,
don't mess with them, dude. That's real. No, that's real. You don't even understand.
This goes on.
I'm a healer. I'm an intuitive healer.
It goes on and on and on and on.
Yeah.
And these are the things that fail in the double-blind science. And why do you do double-blind? So that you don't fool yourself into thinking something is true. That's why you do double-blind. And if you don't, and you want something to be true, even if you're surprised by something that might have been true, that you were against, still, you need someone else to check it. And you only get an emergent scientific truth when you have agreement among different people's experiments. So even if you get a result that you're happy with, it is not yet a scientific truth until you can confirm it by other people who have no investment in you, who don't care about you. In fact, who are trying to show that you're wrong. This is what made Einstein so great, because no one believed his relativity, and they kept devising ever more accurate experiments to show he was wrong, and it ended up showing that he was right by ever higher precision.
Do you think that we're doing ourselves a disservice by not teaching people how the mind works, how confirmation bias works? And shouldn't that be a big part?
We're teaching the wrong things in school. I'm working on this.
What are you doing?
In a few years, I'm going to have something.
Why now?
No, because I'm busy.
My kids are in school right now.
Busy. Excuse me. I can't be. I can't.
I understand, but I mean, let's discuss it, because I think it took me a long time.
The curriculum has to include an entire course on cognitive bias.
Yes.
If we are going to emerge as adults no longer susceptible to charlatans.
Yes.
Okay? Who are either well-meaning and just misguided, or who are explicitly exploiting your ignorance.
And it's a major factor in our culture, a major factor
Yes.
when it comes to politicians. It's a major factor when it comes to bosses. It's a major factor when it comes to how you choose what you do for a living, how you choose to live your life.
And human interaction with nature itself.
Yeah. I mean, we are constantly trying to manipulate and control other people's biases, behaviors, the way they think, the way they act. And we're very vulnerable in some senses because this is not something that's taught to us at an early age. And I think that it takes a long time to figure it out on your own. And I've often thought, like, man, why wasn't I explained this when I was young?
Yeah, because the curriculum wasn't thinking about that.
Yeah, well, we were thinking about just giving people facts instead of teaching them how to manage your mind.
We're thinking that your head is this vessel into which you pour information. And nowhere and at no time are we trained how to turn a fact into knowledge into wisdom, and wisdom into insight. I think that full sequence needs to be in there in the academic system, K through 12, 13 through 16, 13, 14, college. It's got to be in there somewhere.